But some other places, Sam, that have offered Samoa Joe contracts. Of course, all places that I think we speculated that would try and make an offer to Joe, including Lucha Underground, AAA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and the WWE apparently has some interest. With, according to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, there are active talks between the WWE and Samoa Joe.
Are you reading this from the newsletter, or are you reading this from a site that's posting about the newsletter?
I'm reading this. It says they credit the Wrestling Observer newsletter and link it.
Okay. Those are two different things for me, but at the same time, I'm gonna take their word for it for now. Yeah, I don't think that's all too shocking.
No, I want to know what active talks means, though. Like, you and I are actively talking right now.
That's true.
So,
shut my mouth, sorry.
Are we talking like, oh, hey, they were actively talking to each other on the phone? Or, is this something that has some legs? I would say the most likely thing after, of course, Ring of Honor is already a lock. Very obviously. I would say New Japan. Noah.
Yes, Noah would definitely be. Even if Noah is through New Japan, I could definitely see that one happening. Give that promotion a boost in their own quality gaijin.
There you go. Maybe he'll just do the indie tour through America, Sam.
Well, I know he's already booked for 2CW on April 4th.
2C-Dub.
Yep.
Will he have the Ring of Honor World title with him?
Yes. Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
There you go.
I hope so. I hope he's going to bring back the old belt. He's bringing back the old belt.
There you go. Maybe he loses to Jay Briscoe, and this, like, you know what, I'm bringing back the Pure title. I don't even know who the last person to have that was, but he's just going to go and ask for it. Just start carrying it around.
That's one way to go.
Or get, like, a replica.
That's how ROH is going to promote their new series of replica belts.
Yeah, there you go. I don't know. I am hoping that this is a sort of resurgence like it was for AJ Styles when he left TNA. Obviously, many people picked AJ to be their Wrestler of the Year for 2014. Of course, the readers of 4CRWrestling.com. Overall, not everybody picked him, but overall, he got a ton of votes, and he was our Wrestler of the Year. So, I mean, we know Samoa Joe can wrestle. We know he can work. So, we'll see. We'll see what 2015 has in store for Samoa Joe. I think, watching AJ Styles and watching Chris Hero go back to the Indies and I'm assuming do very well for themselves, and then go overseas and do even better for themselves, maybe we'll see more people sort of take that route in 2015.
Yeah, 2015 is going to be an interesting year as far as that goes, with people entering the free agent landscape and deciding where to go from there. Especially with former WWE talent and current WWE talent talking out about the Fed, you know?
There you go. Ring of Honor looks like the place to be, Sam. All these guys just leaving and showing up in ROH.
Yeah, ROH has been putting on some sweet cards. I've heard a card that I might actually buy from them, and that I've heard a lot of good things about, is their recent Atlanta show from February 21st.
The Winter Warriors tour.
Yes, I've heard some people call it, they're live, a Show of the Year candidate. That's the people that see a bunch of wrestling, so I have high hopes for it.
That's high praise. I'm certainly looking forward to, of course, this Sunday pay-per-view. Certainly a lot of hype around it, Sam. A lot of hype. This is the year. This could be the year that Ring of Honor sort of firmly entrenches themselves as the number 2.
Yeah, I think they've... I hope that they find a wider audience, as in a platform where they'll have more eyes on them, even if it's not a consistent basis. Something that they can at least draw people to their website, draw people to their pay-per-views. Because that's the one thing that I think is going to slow them down this year, if anything can.
Yeah, I'll say this. Sinclair has been very supportive, which is, when you're in a business relationship, it's certainly hard to, try and find a better partner. But they're just not a huge, they don't have a huge presence. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think they're still missing in some key markets, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what the presence is in New York City. I know that was an issue.
I don't think they have it in their former key markets for Ring of Honor. I think the key markets have had the shift with the TV show.
Yeah. So that's got to change. They announced this week that they're going to do like a monthly pay-per-view special, highlighting different feuds and angles and stuff. I think the first one is going to be the Young Bucks and Red Dragon. I don't know if it's going to be like matches and video packages, or if it's just, whatever. But the rumored price tag is $4.99. I think it's going to be on traditional pay-per-view. So that's an interesting concept, I guess.
Yeah, that's interesting. I have not heard that yet. That's at that low a price, that would be enticing, at the very least.
Yeah. Now, that could just be something that is available through the website, especially at that price. I don't know if pay-per-view providers are down for that. I have
Those
no
are
idea.
one-night onlys.
Yeah, there you go.
They bought that piece of shit.
Why not? Why not? I would spend $5 if I hadn't already seen most of the Young Bucks Red Dragon feud.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good tag team action.
But this Sunday, Sam, here is the card as it is right now for ROH's 13th anniversary show in Las Vegas. I know we have a few listeners and friends going to that show, like a Vanilla Midget. Nathan is also going, and a few others. The main event, Sam, the high-stakes four-corner survival for the ROH World title. Jay Briscoe defending against your favorite, Michael Elgin, Tommaso Ciampa, and Hanson. Sam.
I'm not looking forward to that match at all. I'm going to be real. That's the one match that I'm just not feeling on any level. I like Hanson. I like Jay Briscoe. Not a fan of the other guys as much.
Yeah, only because, like we talked about, just a few minutes ago, I have a feeling this is Samoa Joe. He's coming out. He's challenging the winner. For those of us who have been watching, or at least are familiar with Ring of Honor history, it's got to be Jay Briscoe, right? It's got to be Jay Briscoe and Samoa Joe.
I hope so.
For Sam's sake, I hope so.
If they try to do Elgin versus Joe, I'm gonna... I would scream this promotion from the top of my lungs in disgust.
So I'm going to say Jay Briscoe takes the win here, but, whatever. We got Jay Lethal defending the ROH World Television title against Alberto El Patron, Sam. I'm looking forward to this match, I got to be honest with you.
I'm not a big Jay Lethal guy, but I'm excited to see... I'm not going to order the pay-per-view. I don't have the money for it. But I think Alberto Del Rio in a fiery Jay Lethal could be a pretty entertaining matchup for Ring of Honor.
Absolutely, and I've said, quite a few times, since the heel turn, man, I have been infinitely more interested in Jay Lethal. So, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm a big Del Rio fan. Even though I put that out on Twitter when he signed with Ring of Honor, and some guy tried to call me out for not liking him when he was in the WWE. So,
Well, you should have liked him. How about that?
I mean, I did like him. I had to go back into my own tweets. I wasted like 6 hours on this.
Good.
Yeah. So that tells you how my day was going that day. So,
it was stellar. Stellar.
That's right. Speaking of Red Dragon and the Young Bucks, Sam, they have yet another match. This time for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team title. As Red Dragon will defend against the Young Bucks, who just won the IWGP Junior Tag Team titles in a Four Corners match over in, what was that, the New Beginning? It wasn't Osaka, was it? I don't even remember. It was one of those New Beginning shows.
The three-way?
Yeah.
Osaka.
Oh, there you go. There you go. So Red Dragon defending against the World Tag Team titles against the Young Bucks.
Yeah. I feel like they might be going to swallow it too many times, but it'll be a good match, so... Consistency, I guess.
There you go. They've had almost as many matches as Tanahashi and Okada.
Oh, they've definitely quadrupled that number by now.
Indeed, they have. AJ Styles, Sam, the current reigning and defending IWGP Heavyweight Champion, leader of the Bullet Club, will be taking on ACH.
That's gonna be a hell of a match.
It is. It's going to be a fun time. I hope ACH knows not to tuck your head on the Styles Clash. But other than that, definitely looking forward to it. There's a lot of very interesting matches on here. A lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I think this is my front runner for match of the night.
Yeah, one of those matches that's probably not... Well, it's going to be interesting for a different reason. That's Moose taking on Mark Briscoe.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. The Moose haters out there, the Moose haters, they ain't go fuck themselves. I'm being real. Moose is awesome.
I have to be honest. I have not seen a lot of Moose. And I watch Ring of Honor. I don't know if I just mentally check out. I like the theme song. I do sing along with the theme song.
I was reviewing the Last Evolve show for Pro Wrestling Ponderings, and the main event 6-man included Moose, and he was probably the best guy in the match. It was really...
Oh, that is interesting.
And there was... The only other guy that gave him stiff competition was Rich Swann. And it was Gargano, Taylor, and Swann versus Moose and Bravados. And I think he was probably the best one. Granted, Swann bumped for him really big, but he was really fun. He's really fun.
Big dude, obviously very athletic, former NFL player. Yeah. We'll see what happens. Moose versus the master of redneck kung fu.
Oh, and Mark Briscoe's a crazy man, so that's... He will bump like a goddamn lunatic for this large man.
Yes, he will. So, like I said, interesting for maybe not the same reason as ACH versus AJ Styles, but interesting nonetheless. Cedric Alexander taking on Matt Sydal, Sam.
Yeah, that's really another... I think it's going to be another great match. I think that looks really good.
It's a good matchup for both of them.
Yeah. Sydal, it seems like at the end of last year, he started really amping back up again and looking like the wrestler he probably should have been looking like for the past few years in WWE. But I guess their loss gonna be a Ring of Honor's gain.
There you go. Three-way tag team matchup. The Kingdom, which is Michael Bennett and Matt Taven. I almost forgot his name for a minute. Taking on the Addiction. Of course, it's Daniels and Kazarian and the Bullet Club, consisting of Doc Gallows and the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, the current